We're live. Who would we be? Starting with,
The best, the bold one, the cold one. John Colder Ice Lawson,
the goofy one. Anyway, here we go, folks. This is what you've been waiting for.
the goofy one.
Brent Leary.
The
Real
goofy one. Yeah, you're the goofy one.
Anyway,
What up, goofball?
it is Friday afternoon, and at the moment, it's actually kind of nice outside. Who knows what it'll be like 10 minutes from now, but
I thought it's supposed to be raining the next couple of days, but I'm glad it's not.
yeah, it still might. There's still plenty of time. But anyway, we are here, folks. We are here, and we're here for you.
He is. I'm just here.
What are you here for?
I'm here for the drinks.
Damn. What's the drink of the day? But gin and juice
Ugh.
without the juice.
I do not drink gin. I hate gin. I hate gin.
Back in the day, you heard the song, you did it, you tried it.
No, I didn't. I never liked the taste of gin. I never. Matter of fact, I would drink vodka and juice when that song would come on.
Come on, man. Your people be telling me all sorts of you were in the Mad Dog 2020 and
who's my people?
Old English.
Name one person that we actually know together.
You were in the old broken.
You don't know none of my friends. You don't know none of my peoples.
Dude, I hear you were a big time Bartles and James cooler guy.
You do. Oh my God, never. Never.
Don't
Bartles and James cooler.
It's like it's 2023. You can stop the fronting.
Ugh, stop.
What else was there? There's Bartles and James. There was OE. There was Colt. You got to get the malt liquor in there. Colt 45.
Hey man, Red Bull.
Red Bull.
Yeah, Red Bull was my drink back in the day.
Well, see, stop the fronting.
No, I'm not fronting. I said I didn't drink that crap you were talking about.
Oh, get Bartles that. Everybody James. Drunk that crap back in the day.
I never drank no damn Bartles and James.
Nobody was drinking Cavassier or whatever the hell it was they were talking about in the 90s.
Dude, please. You didn't drink Cavassier?
What do I look like?
Come on. Pastor Cavassier.
Yeah, no, I wasn't passing anybody.
Bro, whatever. I
stayed true to the game.
I had my days, man. I had my days in the 90s. It was
awesome. I'm sure you did.
I sure did.
We hear about them all the time.
Mm-hmm. It's an amazing, amazing time.
Well, you know what was an amazing time?
What, yesterday?
An amazing day. No, not yesterday.
What? I thought we had fun yesterday.
No, we did. Let's get people up to speed. So yesterday we invited the bold one, the cold one, John Cold Rice Lawson. That's what they call him. On to the CRM players.
Player.
My co-host and buddy Paul Greenberg. So we did a mashup. We brought together two immovable objects to see what would happen when they collide together.
It was a good show.
And let me give the folks a taste. Just a taste.
You have a taste.
Just a little taste of what happens when we bring Colder Ice onto the players.
Or somebody pushing the other day, and this is a couple of weeks ago in a post saying this is more important than the internet. It doesn't even function without the internet. I mean, it's ridiculous. That's literally like saying, well, the fact that this glass is more important than even water.
This is more important than electricity.
I mean, is the internet more important than electricity?
There would be no internet without electricity.
But answer the question.
No, hell no, it's not. I could actually exist without being on the internet.
They say the most transformative invention in human history was air conditioning.
It's hard to point one to one, but I know.
But it's like
it changed lives. It changed
everything.
Yeah.
I don't think people even really understand what's about to come around.
Nobody understands. Nobody.
Anybody says they are liars. No, there's well, you can tell.
To that and to that exact point, you can't make a statement that it's more important than the internet, because at this point you do know what's coming around with the internet.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, that's a future. That's future. What was the last guy you put on? You said he's a future. What when they
Future,
go?
no, he's coming on the future.
Well,
A futurist. So these are futurists that are saying,
Yeah, well,
he's
that's
looking
the
right
guy.
at the future.
"Ah."
Right
Yeah,
at the
same
future.
thing.
Just thought
like
I put that up. All right.
that sounded like what we typically do on here.
I know. It's like, look, hey, that was yesterday. Now today. It's like, no,
Yeah, well, you know what? You look like you're wearing the same damn thing. Have you moved from that spot? I
man,
mean,
all my shirts are black. I mean, all
What are
my
you, like,
tees are black.
Johnny Cash,
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I'm
the
John.
black man
E.
in
I'm
the
John
black man in
E.
black,
Cash. John
the black
E.
man in
Cash.
black. That's what
I
we
just,
call you
no,
now.
dude, that is good. John E. Cash. Yes.
Oh no more nicknames. You got Colder Ice is good enough.
E. Cash. Yes,
No,
it is.
no more nicknames.
All right.
folks.
But yeah, absolutely. Got on a very similar shirt. This is a TSP shirt here.
Oh, it's a Mind Meld shirt. All right. Gotta love the Mind Meld merch
Proud member of TSP Mastermind.
of the Mind Meld. Where's Shay? She just went AWOL on us.
I told you she's in transition, bro. She's moving from Costa Rica or Argentina to Mexico.
Mexico. How long does that transition take? I mean,
Well, she was going through. I think she said, this week she should be settling in to her new apartment.
all right. Well, we wish her all the best.
We wish her the best.
Absolutely. All right.
Who's here? Anybody here? There's nobody here today.
All of
Everybody's chilling on
all
Good
of Colder
Friday.
Rice's kinfolk are getting ready for the barbecue. The
Man,
family.
the barbecue it's gonna be good.
Do
gonna be
you,
good.
wait a minute? Do people barbecue on Easter? I mean that. Doesn't sound right.
No, you don't barbecue on Easter, but you could eat barbecue tomorrow. Hey,
Yeah,
anytime's good for a barbecue.
But mostly like for Easter, we used to have like a big turkey and some ham and stuff like that.
I don't even remember Easter.
Really?
I remember we used to dress up. We used to get the eggs,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Easter
Easter
egg
egg hunt.
hunt.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember what the evening was. I don't. I guess we did have a dinner at some point.
Easter it was always something memorable for us or me because see, both of my parents were teachers, and we would get that long Easter break. So we get like you get off from like Good Friday until
Today.
Well, yeah. So you would get off today, and then you have like the following week off. You wouldn't go back till the following Monday. So that gave us enough time for all my mom and dad would drive us down to South Georgia. So this is Delaware to like Sylvester, Georgia. This is like 3 plus
Sylvester?
out. Yeah, that's where my mom's oldest sister. They had this big farm.
That's funny. I've never heard of Sylvester.
Oh man, well, see, my parents are from South Georgia, like not the big cities. My dad is from Ashburn, and my mom is from Quitman. Matter of fact, our buddy lives in Quitman, right?
Who?
The hot yoga lady. We haven't seen her in so long, but remember?
Really? She lives in
I
Quitman.
think she lives somewhere near
Something.
Quitman.
I do remember y'all having some kind of,
Yeah.
the
So
hot yoga lady.
Yeah, that's what she is now because
The
we
hot
don't remember
yoga.
your name anymore, hot yoga lady. But anyway, so every Easter they would pack us all up in the car and we would drive down to Sylvester, Georgia, and we would stay like the better part of the whole week, and we would go to all these different little towns that all our family was from. And we would on Sundays they would have an Easter egg hunt, like you were saying, and a big meal.
Yeah.
So it was cool. Those are like really good memories. So
why do they call it Good Friday?
Come on, dude.
I'm just saying it couldn't be that good for Jesus. I mean, why? I mean, it's kind of weird.
I guess because of what happens on the third day,
Okay.
I guess you couldn't have that happen without rejection happened.
Yeah, but still,
There you
I
go.
mean, yeah, I guess it's a weird Good Friday. That's the day you're going to get crucified. That's a good day.
Well, not as far back as Good Friday. 45 years ago today. 45 years ago today.
45 today.
Something that
Massive.
changed the course of history
Like,
happened on this day 45 years
like
ago.
earth-shattering kind of
Absolutely.
event.
And I don't care if it's just you and I talking. It's that good. We could talk about this forever.
And we do seem like we go into this pretty much every week.
Yeah, but because literally 45 years today, Prince dropped the very first of his 39 studio albums.
At least
The very first one.
wow.
And it was called For You. And it was the biggest hit was Soft and Wet. I'll be honest, this was 1978. So 45 years ago, on this very day, Prince dropped his very first studio album. Of course,
he made all by himself.
All by himself. He wrote it. He played it. He did everything on it. He produced
engineered it.
And the whole thing
played all the music.
The coolest part of this is that he turned down record deals because they would not give him the control. And this dude was like 17 or 18 when he was shopping for a deal.
Right.
He turned down like the
I think he was 19 when it came out, so he had to.
Yeah. So but he had to have the deal before it came out.
He had to have the deal before that. He had to create and record it before that. So he's around 17, 18 years old. Yeah.
But and what 17 or 18-year-old, first of all, it would just be a dream come true if any music outfit signed you to a deal. You basically wouldn't even read it. It was you just that's how I'll take it. But no, this kid, this 17-year-old kid had the audacity, the unmitigated goal to say no deal unless I get complete control. The first they were trying to say we'll sign you, but we're going to have Maurice White of Earth, Wind and Fire be your producer. He said, "I
no,
like
thank
Maurice.
you.
I love
no, thank you.
I like. No, I don't want anybody producing me. I need full control." Yeah. And the record company capitulated. How about you have to have a lot of skill, a lot of raw talent, but a lot of work ethic. They could see that this kid was not only talented.
Only one of them, though.
He was one of one. When you hear the people
say, but I'm saying only one of the labels.
That's all it took. That is all that it took.
It wasn't like there was like this, because that plays into that. See, here's the deal. That plays into the story later.
Exactly. But you got to give it up to Warner Brothers, at least at that point in time, for giving in to that really important demand.
And I think he ended up signing a 10-album deal. See.
I don't think it was right away he signed that.
It couldn't have been much long. You know what I'm saying? It couldn't have been much long. Maybe after the second or third album, but he got locked in.
Yeah, he got locked in. But I give first of all, hello, Lisa. Is that one of your cousins? That's one of your cousins, right?
That's a cousin.
All right, that's a legitimate cousin.
We give her cuz status.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
She's cuz status.
Cuz status, okay.
Yeah, because her first cousin is my first cousin.
So does that mean by the transitive theory that you guys are cousins, or
it's by marriage that you know what I'm saying?
Okay, all
so
right.
I'm first cousin on one side, she's first cousin on the other side of the same cousin.
But there's a connection there.
There's a connection there because we're all in West Virginia. We all party together.
Well, isn't everybody in West Virginia cousins of
at some level, probably. Oh, she said no, sir.
Oh, you're not cousins. So
maybe I got it wrong. I could have got it wrong.
Any part of being in your?
Nah, she probably's like, dude, I got it wrong.
Yeah. She just was like, no, there's no relation. No. Clear up any kind of concerns. cousins. Oh. All right.
Okay, here it goes. So I'm your first cousin on my dad's side who is related to the Lawsons. Oh.
So there
Oh.
is a direct bloodline then.
Yeah. See, I thought it
And
was,
you didn't even know that? What kind of
well, I
cousin
mean,
are you?
bro, you know.
What
I
is
mean,
this? How could you not know that you have a bloodline relationship?
oh, I mean, now I do. I know now. Shoot.
See, she's coming with all the stuff now. My
Yeah.
New York Uncle Redman. What the hell?
Mhm. That's Uncle Redmond.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like Method Man and Redman or something. I don't
No,
know.
by my Uncle Redmond. Okay.
Oh,
gotcha.
okay. See, now
Right. Yeah. Well, okay.
I'm glad you guys
So
are getting
see,
this all
look
worked
what she just said. She just found out not long ago. See, that's the thing. So I'm just finding out today. So there
Yeah,
you
you're
go.
just literally finding out today, which is
Mhm.
amazing considering your age and all that. But
Look, bro, you're not going to make me feel bad about my age anymore. I'm already used to it, and I'm owning it, and I look extremely, extremely good for it.
well, you were doing okay up until that last point, but
I do. I
get
know
it.
I look good.
No, I get it. I get it.
Come on.
Yeah,
Come
we're
on.
all gonna laugh along with him. We'll just humor him right now, Lisa.
You're laughing after the fact.
She's laughing with me. That's what
She's not laughing with you.
That's
She's
what
just
she's
hearing
doing.
it a little later. and it's the
Anyway,
delay.
shout out. This is a very important day. Shout out. This is the
So
first.
shout out
day
to Prince.
Absolutely. Well, you can shout out every day.
Two of my favorite jams on that album. Absolutely.
Which
I love It's Gonna Be Lonely.
no, that was on on Prince. That was on 1980 Prince.
Oh,
No,
okay,
1979 Prince.
All right. So doesn't this one have Soft and Wet?
Soft and Wet. That was the main.
Soft and Wet.
That was the main hit.
Sexy Dancer.
Sexy Dancer is on the second one.
That's on the second one too. Oh
Yeah.
well. Okay. Soft and Wet. Then. Oh, all right.
We'll just stick to that. I'll be the first.
Dude.
I did not become a Prince fan until I Want to Be Your Lover. When I first heard that, that was 79. Yeah, that was 79. Then I went back and checked it out. So
checked that out. I really didn't become a fan until Head. So
that was Dirty Mind, actually. So that was 1980.
Yeah, that was the third album. I mean, I knew Sexy Dancer and but I wasn't all into the Prince world until that third album.
I was locked in after I heard I Want to Be Your Lover, because that was just such a good, oh man, it's a great song. And that was just the beginning, but it all started with For You, 1978. Damn, 45 years ago. That is nuts.
No, that's just how old your ass is.
All right. Anyway,
that 2 years don't matter between me and you anymore.
I wanted just to shout it out because it's important to both of us that we keep that. Well, Prince's music will live on.
You know what? Here, let me just talk about this, okay?
All right.
I just happened to catch a interview, and I think it was probably like in 2019, with Andre 3000, right? And the guy asked Andre, how come you don't rap anymore? You're such a legend in hip hop. And he said, let's just take a look at the word hip hop. And what he said was very prolific. He said, look, man, hip hop is all about the now. It's all about the culture and what's going on right now. And he said, at some age, you become not the hippest thing. You become a imitator. And he's like, I'm just not comfortable with that position.
Right.
And I thought it was so prolific, because there's so many people out in the game right now that are trying to be relevant in a way that's inauthentic. You're emulating what other people are actually living, what young people are actually living. So you're emulating it, trying to be relevant to the charts right now, which I thought was really cool. But I kind of like the other people that actually make music for times like right now. It's like, I'm this in my life right now. I've got these people that are our age, and let's try to capture that audience. But it's kind of hard because I've got 5 decades worth of music I can listen to and I can pick out the best of the best of the best, and then some of the B-sides that I like. And it's hard for me to really, I don't know. I don't know. I, I mean, I've got an ear for good new music, but it's I don't know if I have enough bandwidth all the
Well,
time anymore.
I will be brutally honest. I know I don't have enough bandwidth
Yeah, you
because,
don't try though.
well, no, it's not even that. It's you, you fall in love with this one particular person who does it all, and when I say all, I'm not just saying about playing so many different instruments, although of course he does, and being virtuoso at least two of the main instruments,
Yeah,
guitar and piano. But he can play it all. He plays the drums. He plays. So it's not just that. He also wrote so many things and for so many people in so many genres.
but when we talk about them, we kind of isolate them to maybe a 15-year period, don't we?
Well, even when you do that,
Yeah. Oh, that's I mean, hey,
he was so prolific, but he
I'm
did so much
satisfied.
beyond that 15 years. But a lot of people will concentrate mostly on the 80s till the early 90s. But
Right.
there was so much good stuff that came after that. And I think the main thing that came after that, although he was doing lots of this before, his live performances and the way that he could do big bands. He could do four-piece bands. He could do him just sitting in front of a guitar. He
Or
could
just him on the
do
piano.
him on a piano. He
Yeah.
could bring in horns and
But
flutes and all that.
but he had to tame himself to actually play and perform. See, I remember the years when he wouldn't do any old stuff, right? He would do. I remember when he came to Atlanta on the what was the Rainbow Children album? Remember the Rainbow Children?
Oh yeah, I love that album.
Yeah, me too. That was a great album. I was like, wow, okay, now I'm feeling him really. He's really, but he came to the Rainbow Children, he did that concert tour. And I mean, I think he did maybe two songs from Purple Rain. I mean, he was intentionally not doing old music.
Well, because he is. This is what I think a lot of people miss, and what I really get irritated when people start doing this stupid comparison between him and Michael Jackson.
Oh,
Prince was more in the long line of musicians like a Miles Davis or a John Coltrane, in the sense that he was always exploring. He was always looking to do different things, new things. He wasn't just sitting there trying to see what's going to
yeah.
be a hit, what's for the pop chart. He
I
was
don't think
experimenting with all
he couldn't
sorts of
stop.
different stuff.
He couldn't stop.
He could, but that's what I'm saying. He
Couldn't
was
stop.
he was a musician at heart. He was, or as he said, he was music. So, and I think as he got older, he began to be able to
Dude,
see
we're just
that.
gonna have to make it a Prince show, bro.
No, I'm just saying he was a band leader. He was one of the best band leaders there was, and he knew great talent.
Somewhat,
He put together some of the greatest bands that nobody has ever heard of before.
Somewhat.
No,
Okay.
you look at those live performances.
No, okay, live performance, absolutely.
You look at how he controls the band.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
live
absolutely.
performances.
Absolutely. But I was watching an interview with some of the MPG guys, right? The second iteration of MPG, right? Because the first iteration was right after, and he's still putting stuff together. I mean, the first iteration had Sheila E. and those guys, right?
Are you talking about with Michael Blanton and Sonny T, that rapper guys?
Exactly. But they said he was really having fun around that time. And some of that music was very real, but it was very unprincey of the 80s.
Well, I think, like I said, that's like when Miles Davis went from hard bop to cool and modal to then dropping all of that for a while and going with jazz fusion. The people who wanted Miles to be 50s Miles were not happy when Miles started adding electrical instruments in his mix. But see, he didn't care because he was exploring. And that's exactly what Prince is. I'm not trying to diss Michael at all, but there's no comparison between these two. None.
Okay, here's funny, right? So I can't believe we're doing this again, dude. Oh my god.
Hey, it's a holiday weekend. I don't
It
care.
is a holiday weekend, and nobody's here but Lisa. Do Me Baby. Oh my god, you're right. Do Me Baby changed everything for me. That was just like, dude, this dude is serious. Yeah.
That was even my favorite one off of that. When You Were Mine was my favorite. Oh, Do Me Baby was controversy. I like Let's Work, and Private Joy is my favorite off that album.
Oh man, absolutely. Private Joy was crazy. But I'm not even gonna tell you what my favorite is, but not my favorite.
Ronnie Talk to Russia.
It came right after that.
Annie Christian. Yeah. Oh, you like Danny Christian? Okay.
That was the jam.
That was a weird song.
It was so weird. I love the crashing sounds in it. It was just,
it was weird, but it kept your attention. That's
yes. But here's the funny thing. So I'm getting in the shower, and I'm talking to my device, and I say play, and I couldn't even remember the name. Smooth Criminal, but I was saying, play Annie, Are You Okay by Michael Jackson.
Oh,
right?
You got it. Okay, yeah.
right. And it played the video version. You remember the video version? Okay, good. I'm gonna
what, the long, yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So it starts out where he's walking through the warehouse with the kids or whatever, and then the music starts playing, and then you remember there was a long dance scene in it, right? And so it's playing the music from this, and so I'm hearing the music, right? And I think the best part of Michael Jackson was the collaboration of him and Quincy. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, let's face it. For me, the best Michael Jackson album is Off the Wall. The next best,
I would agree.
And everyone.
And the second one is which one?
Thriller. Of course, Thriller's the second.
You know what? I might actually put Bad in there. That's what I was going to say.
Not for me.
But see, that's what I was going to say. Is like I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm thinking, because the deal is that I think the thing with Thriller, which was, it had some great tracks on. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it has some of the best.
Right. PYT. I mean, everybody, Billie Jean, but PYT is my second favorite. And Human Nature, of course. Beat It. Beat It was all right.
It was okay, right. But Beat It was the one that blew him up.
Oh, that was the one.
I mean, because that video is the one that really blew him up.
Well, think of what blew up Prince, really. It was. I know a lot of people say Little Red Corvette in 1999, but it was Delirious. If you look at that, they played that song, and I didn't really necessarily like it.
I don't remember that. I don't remember a lot of that being played.
Wait,
let me just finish on Michael. And I want you to go back and check it out, okay? The thing was that we were looking for another album with videos, and he was looking for another album with videos when he did Bad. And unfortunately, I think Bad got overwhelmed with everybody trying to beat Thriller in terms of video quality, okay? Video. But I'm telling you, the grooves, see, that's what the thing was. So they played this Annie, Are You Okay? And it's got all of these, Smooth Criminal. It's got all of these breaks. Oh my God.
Well, I mean, that was good song.
So good.
But see, here's where I say I chalk a lot of that up to Quincy. I don't really
me too. Don't get, but another thing is too, I mean, love Quincy, but he ain't do no shit like he did with Michael. No,
of course, yeah. I mean,
it
was the highlight of each of their. It was working together because Off the Wall.
Yeah,
Quincy had probably his most input on Off the Wall, pretty much almost to the same level on Thriller. I think by the time Bad got around, Michael was like, "All right, it's time."
I'm just going to tell you, go back, and I want you to listen to some of the grooves on that
I
damn
like
album.
no, I think Bad was great,
Oh.
but I mean Thriller to me is still second to Off the
And I'm
Wall.
sorry, my favorite Michael Jackson song is on Bad. Okay.
Which
Man
one
in
is
the Mirror is the
uh,
best freaking Michael Jackson song
really?
ever. Oh man, I love
Of all the
that
songs he
song.
has?
Yeah,
Oh,
I love that song, man. That song does it for me.
I know Billie Jean is so good.
I
Oh.
mean, Billie Jean, of course. I mean, but it was just so overdone.
It was overdone, but
it
that
was
it's
so
just
overdone. That's
the
all.
beat and the bass line. Oh my god!
Yeah,
That's
I mean, yeah, but I
so
mean, come on,
awesome.
he did steal that. So
Well, yeah, but it's
you know.
still. I mean, when I think
For those people that don't know, that is actually I Can't Go For That by Hall and Oates.
yeah,
And
it's
Michael even
definitely.
admitted that. Michael even admitted that inspired him. That's crazy.
Yeah, Lady in My Life was good. That was off the
Oh
wall.
yeah.
Um,
What's
Rock with
the other
You.
one?
Rock with You was
Rock
maybe
with
my
You. That was
favorite one on Off the Wall because I love Rock with You.
Oh, dude. Ooh.
What? Wait a minute. How did this
What?
turn into a Michael Jackson thing?
But
This
why
is
can't it?
Prince.
Why can't?
No,
Because
because it's Prince. It's a Prince day.
The thing is, we've done Prince so many times, bro.
Yeah, but this is
And
a
we had to
historic.
bring in Michael a little bit.
All right, a little
Because
bit. But
here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you, back in the day, it was like, oh, which camp are you into?
I know.
Right? You know what I'm saying? But I have so much
I know.
appreciation today for Michael Jackson. And I can't wait till this new movie comes out. I'm excited about it. And seriously, because I went to New York and I saw the play. The play is the best play I've seen. You will walk out of there on cloud nine. It was absolutely amazing. This is not necessarily based on the play, but that nephew of Michael's, I don't know what his name is. Jermaine named his kids all kind of crazy shit, but the kid, Jermaine's child, is the embodiment of Michael Jackson, and I hope that comes through on this movie because literally Michael's oldest son, what's his name? I can't remember his name, but Prince, yeah,
or Jacket or whatever the hell he named.
No, it's the first one's Prince. So Prince was saying that literally,
ironically, he names his damn kid Prince.
Yeah,
I shouldn't say it like that.
I mean, come on.
Like,
But he said that my cousin, and he was saying the kid's name. I can't remember because it's not Your Majesty. That's the craziest fucking name I've ever heard.
Wasn't one named Blanket or something?
No, I'm talking about Jermaine's kids. They're just so it's Your Majesty. One of the, but it's Your Majesty's brother. Ridiculous. So anyway, he's playing Michael in that age between the two, where he's the.
You see what Lisa said to
what she said?
Y'all. Is that what the hell that is?
Tahaji. It might be that Tahaji. No. I don't know how to say it. It might Tahaji. I think it might be it. Close, but he's playing Michael, and I mean, his cousin was saying, "Man, I'm telling you, without him even acting like it, he reminds me so much of my dad. It's scary, and it's really scary because he didn't even know his dad at that age, But it's really." I can't wait to see this. I'm excited to actually see him. Hopefully, because honestly, I think Prince and the Prince, what are they called? The people that hold Prince's.
But his trust?
The Prince Trust, I believe, have done a really great job of handling Prince.
They have. I was surprised.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was going to be a tragedy, and because of what they've done to Michael. But hopefully,
that kind of tells you something, that there is a respect level for what Prince put out, that his family members, even though they want the money, I'm so glad that they were able to at least agree on the way to handle this.
It's been handled in the most. I mean, for me as a super fan. I know for you as a super fan, we're happy. I'm happy with the way they've handled it.
Well, it just shows that they really understood what his wishes were and have been respectful for it.
I don't even know. I don't know what his wishes were. He didn't leave a damn will.
But you can tell. I like how Morris Hayes is involved in this, and you know, he worked with Prince for like 2 decades. Those folks know.
Sheila's
You know,
in there too, isn't she?
I'm sure she will. I'm sure
I
she
think
is.
I think Sheila's in there.
So I think they're doing the right thing. They're not, you know, remember when the Martin Luther King family allowed his image to be used for like what, a McDonald's commercial or something like that? Remember, this is way back in the day. Yeah, it was like,
Really?
yeah, like the first time you saw him, like, I have a dream. It's at Burger King. Get two for
Oh,
something.
no, they for real.
It was
Dude,
something like it was.
we gotta find that.
It
That's
was it was something
horrible.
like, because I remember the uproar was like, oh my God, I can't believe that they're doing this. They're, you know, and all of a sudden it stopped. I think they got a lot of flack. And I think, you know, the folks handling the Prince estate, they've been very respectful of how, you know, because it's not, you know, they put out certain things and the way that they package it up, it's really well done.
Yeah,
You know, lots
you're
of
right. You know what? Because I mean, I haven't seen. Have you seen a Prince song on a commercial?
no.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, although I think they should sell Raspberry Beret for something. I think it would. You know what? It'd be a great Ben and Jerry flavor.
Oh wow.
It would. It would. Ben and Jerry get Raspberry Beret and
Nah.
make it into a flavor, and then
Well, they
use
can
the
do
song
that.
for the commercial. And use the
Nah.
song for the commercial. That'd be awesome.
Whatever. I'm very. I like the way that they have continued to.
But yes, I agree. I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. Hey, man! Back when Michael was owning the Beatles, he was using.
Oh, that stuff was out all over the place. I mean, dude, with all sorts of stuff going on with that
I
music.
know. I know. Paul McCartney was like, "God damn it!"
Yeah, I don't think he ever got over that. I mean,
They never mended that.
because it was like Michael was was asking him for advice on what to do, and the next thing you know, Michael owns all his stuff.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
bought all this stuff. That's funny, dude. That's funny. That's funny. I can't believe this is. Well, you know, hey, you know what? It's Good Friday.
Yes, it is.
It's Good Friday.
Um.
I'm feeling
Anyway,
good too.
yeah.
I'm almost
yeah.
down to the bottom of my drink, so I'm feeling good.
Oh wow. Okay. So anyway, I mean, yeah, that deserved a shout out. 45 years today.
All right, what up? Did you have something else?
Well,
you know what? If you don't, I want to talk about that story you sent.
Oh, the Chat GPT
Yes.
thing. Go ahead. Talk
So,
about it.
I mean, well, you don't have the clip.
What clip?
I mean, you got to put up the story.
Oh, well, if you want to set
All right,
the
let me
stage,
see.
I'll
Let
see if I can
me
get it.
find it. Let me just find it because I know it was in. Because I just think this is, like you said, this is one of the things we have talked about, and to see it in a headline today, I think was very, very telling, because the implications of, and it's not really AI and be concerned about AI so much as sharing data with Chat GPT, right? So I did find the link. Did you find it? I'll just talk about it.
Can you see it?
Yeah. Oh, you got it up?
Yeah, do you see
All
it?
right, no problem. So anyway, but it says Samsung workers have unwittingly leaked top secret data while using ChatGPT to help them with tasks. The company allowed engineers at its semiconductor arm to use the AI writer to help fix problems with their source code. But in doing so, the workers inputted confidential data, such as the source code itself, for a new program, internal meeting notes, data related to their hardware, and other stuff. So I just think that's absolutely it's insane, right? I mean, but people don't think about this.
It's a
Is that
harbinger.
ChatGPT is in beta.
It's
in beta.
It's a harbinger of things to come, because
Yeah, but I mean, hey, that has nothing to do with ChatGPT necessarily. That has something to do with people feeling, though, as if when you put something in on your instance, that it stays private, and it doesn't.
Well, but see, but it's still, it's so easy for stuff to happen with this. Even when you have the best of intentions, and let's face it, that ain't always the case. But this is a one screw up at one company, but because of the potential for this to reach a mass audience, this is just a shape of things to come, folks. You better get ready, because who knows what's going to happen. We talked about this yesterday. Nobody can tell you exactly how this is all going to play out or what's going to happen with this. And then if anybody, this is what I call the charlatan-free zone, because you will not hear any pie in the sky, any, yes, I know you can follow me.
No,
Nobody knows.
wait, excuse me. Follow
Nobody
me.
knows. No, don't follow him. But anybody who says they know how this is and what it works and don't believe them, folks.
Dude, I'm just gonna put it out there.
You're not believing them.
I love people that we know, but
We're gonna name names?
No, I'm not. But I'm just going to say, just for in general, for other people, for all people, don't tell people that, hey, they should follow you because you know the direction of where this stuff is going because you went to a conference over the weekend. That's just
I read an article
I read an article. I wrote a blog post. I mean, this kind of, that really irks me, because none of us have the capacity. None of us have the capacity to really understand what's going on behind these closed doors. Y'all don't get it. And you're not going to get it one weekend at a conference. I mean, I love good conferences and stuff, but don't act like you're walking out of there and now you're the expert.
Well, first of all, all you're doing is listening or reading. You're not doing it. There are people that are actually doing this stuff. The people that have PhDs and this stuff that are learning.
I'm going to try to get some interviews with some, man.
I know we know one, and we'll probably be seeing him at a conference. PhD in this stuff from years back that's been involved through all of this. But it's here I go on my soapbox again. It's just so freaking, yes, I did say freaking, irritating when somebody reads an article and like a month ago they were the expert in basket weaving, and then all of a sudden, because they read a couple of articles, they want you to follow them to get all the latest and know what's going to happen.
But what you need to do is follow me.
My God. Somebody just give me a razor blade or something. I don't know. That is so. Oh my God. It's like,
oh snap.
I know everybody wants to, get their hustle on. I get it. But damn, I mean, people just when you hear somebody say you need to follow me in order for you to understand this,
that
do a Google search and see what they were talking about a month ago, 2 months ago, a year ago.
It doesn't even matter. It's just, I don't care what you were in. It's like nobody gets it. Even the guys. Here's the funny thing, man. I'm watching this guy. He is one of the people that are in Microsoft. I'm watching his video. He's talking to, I don't know, some college campus. He's talking about ChatGPT-4. He's one of the people that's on the doc, that says, oh, these are the guys, the scientists, that released the doc about possibly not artificial intelligence, but general intelligence. But anyway, he said, he's basically said, we don't understand it. Exactly. It's like we know, it's like we know what we programmed it to do and its abilities. And it's done way beyond what now we're just sitting back and watching what it's doing. And that's concerning to me.
But the key thing is, he said they programmed.
They know what they did program.
Yeah, they knew enough they're actually not just watching other people, or they're actually, hands deep, knee deep in it. And they don't know what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
But you have all these, as I call them, the charlatans out there who are saying they know. And a month ago, they were talking about something that has absolutely nothing.
Basket weaving. There was basket weavers yesterday. It's like, no, dude.
Could be. Who knows?
No, I mean, I do
I
wants
hate
to
the people that come
caution.
across as so authoritative. Like, you need to follow me because I'm going to show you the light.
Right, right. That
You
was
don't know the damn
basically.
light.
And I'm hearing that over and over and over again, and I'm like, people, stop. You know,
How
you
many
cannot be the king of AI. I mean,
how many
stop it.
chat GPT blogs now are out there, or
You know
YouTube
what?
channels? Or,
When because Paul said that yesterday, right? And he said that there were so many chat GPT books on Amazon. So I went to Amazon and I typed in chat GPT, and I might just do this every day just to
yeah,
see
see how it
how
grows.
many it grows. Yeah, right. So let's see. Right now, today, if I type it in, there's 3,000 results, over 3,000 results. So that's mean it's between 3 and 4,000.
Mhm.
It's moving by the thousands. But it's at 3,000 results, bro. How can there be 3,000 books
Well,
written on a topic?
I bet the average number of pages in these books are like 10 or something.
Let me
It
just
ain't gonna be a lot to these books now.
No, these books have. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like they're you know. I mean, I don't know.
They might got some pictures. Is
I don't know.
there a chat
But
GPT for
uh,
dummies in there
let me
yet?
just put it like this: there's 4,000 results on the World Wide Web. Just to give it. How about that? Isn't that
Yeah,
crazy?
I bet a
Four
month from
four
now.
thousand on the World Wide Web, which has been out since what? 19, well, really not
Yeah,
18,
yeah.
1885. Psycho.
But talking about that now ain't gonna get you nowhere. I mean,
I
come on.
know, but it's just I'm trying to think of something that has been around and is very popular.
Well,
But
but
it's
you we
only
said,
1,000 difference between one and the other.
yeah, but you brought this up. I think it was yesterday. The the amount of time it took for Chat GPT adoption to go from like 0 to
Yeah.
100 million users is like a week compared to 2.5 years for all these other things. So
Yeah.
that means that the amount of experts that are writing books on this is going to be at the speed of light. Taking that
How
term
many
from
how
somebody.
many experts have written a book on Uber?
Uber, I mean, what, Uber isn't sexy.
But I'm saying I don't need an expert book to use Uber.
But see, Uber is just one company. This AI thing. First of all, the Chat GPT is piggybacking off of this huge foundation that AI has been laying for years, and
For years.
and whatever triggered it, whatever that got people to jump from. Because for a
Mhm.
while it was just like this AI, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
it went.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I guess 2 days ago I had on this shirt, and it's one of my favorite shirts, man. And it's got Watson on the front, the symbol for Watson. Yeah, right. And it was one of my favorite shirts. It's like one of the best made shirts. And I mean, just to show you, I still can wear this T-shirt because it's that well made. It's not faded, but it's been around for that long. And we thought when Ken Jennings got beat by Watson, that was going to be the age of AI. And look how many years it's taken.
Well, ironically, it's kind of funny that AI came out of the old school companies, but it wasn't made popular by the old school companies. I
No.
mean, IBM kind of gave up on Watson. Didn't they sell part of that business to somebody
Yeah,
else? I can't
yeah,
remember who it was. But
yeah.
if they didn't come close to making it what it is today. OpenAI, a company came out of nowhere that nobody knew about.
Yeah, but not even Open AI though.
Well,
It was Chat GPT.
but that came
It was
from
that
them.
thing
Yeah.
that was created
Yeah,
that
but I mean,
changed everything.
Watson was that thing that IBM created, and it could
Yeah,
do. I mean, when it beat the Gary Kasparov or whatever,
and chess.
that was a pretty
That was
monumental feat.
that was before Jeopardy too, right?
That was way before
That
Jeopardy.
was
Yeah,
way before Jeopardy.
yeah. Deep
Wow.
Blue, right? Remember Deep Blue?
Deep Blue.
That was
Wow.
Deep Blue. That
Look,
wasn't. That was Deep Blue.
oh my God, somebody's ears must have been burning.
Oh, look who it is.
We
We
were
talked
just
about you at
talking
the
about
very
you at the
beginning.
beginning.
We thought that you had just left us, forsaken us,
No, he did. I told him you were on the transition to Mexico.
Got her mind meld on in Spanish now and kind of left us all alone.
Mind meld. She is a proud member of TSP.
How do you say mind meld in Spanish? Shay, let us know.
She don't know.
Anyway,
Oh shoot.
we need to always make sure people there are so many people who are trying to make you feel like if you take their course, you'll learn all you ever need to know. And that's just bogus. I hate that. I hate that. Yeah.
I don't even have a course.
Dude, people, you know what you can do?
I'm
Just learn
teasing.
on your own. People can learn on their own.
Yes, just use it.
Yeah.
That was my point about how many people have books on how to use Uber. I mean, you just use it and you'll learn how to use it. That's the same thing with Uber.
Go to the Google Translate.
Yes, she said that's how she will tell you what it means in Spanish. Google Translate. She had me cracking up. We were sitting there talking about. I was like, "How much Spanish you must be really?" She's like, "Girl, I don't know nothing about no Spanish."
Dang.
I use Google Translate and it gets me through. She's like, "I know enough to order."
When you move to one of these countries, you should engulf yourself.
You do.
In culture and the language.
You do. You do.
You should be talking all sorts of Spanish stuff.
You know, you get enough to get around, and then you be like, okay. Hey, that's why I ain't scared to go nowhere, man. I'll go anywhere these days.
I'm afraid. I'm scared.
Mm-mm.
I'm mostly scared about the food. So that's why.
What you scared? Why are you scared about the food?
I ain't trying to get, sick out of country. She said I should. I didn't. Okay.
Yes. Oh, okay.
That's the way of the mind meld. All right.
It is the way of the mind meld, my brother. It is the way of the mind meld.
All right.
This is fun. This is fun.
Yeah, but it's fun, but it's mixed in with the fun is some seriousness, some sincerity here.
You know what? Here's the funny, man. My spouse is so he's like on 10. I've never seen him on 10 and worried, and it's like we can't even have a good conversation because he's so worried. He's like, I can just see, man, it's so, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, dude, chill out. Don't stress it.
Well,
there's nothing you can do about it.
That was the bottom line. It's like there's no need to stress because there's absolutely nothing.
Nothing you could do about it.
No, because once again, the technology is out there for anybody to use, and good people will use good technology to do great things.
Great things.
Bad people will use good technology to do horrific things.
Evil.
That's just the world we live in, folks.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
Yeah. And his main point, and I agree with him, he said, we're just not ready. We have no idea. And we don't.
But that's the problem. The problem isn't that we have no idea. The problem is thinking we do.
That's the biggest problem.
That is the ultimate problem.
That's right.
Because
it's not what you can see, it's what you can't see.
Yeah, and if you think you're in control and you think you can do this and control the outcome of that,
agreed.
Different world.
Agreed. At some point, we will get back to normalcy.
When will that be?
Never. Never.
I filed in content for my training presentation. What does that mean?
I don't know. I think it's filled in.
Oh, filled in content for my training presentation. What the mind meld is? You going to be training at the mind meld? Is that what's going on?
No. I don't think she's talking about. I don't know. I think she's talking about for her presentation, my training presentation last night. She used it. I'm thinking she used it for her training presentation last night.
But are you getting a cut from that? Did you give her the rights to do that? Is Shay
what
like?
Do you mean? I don't
know. I don't want nobody using my content unless I'm getting a cut.
Yeah, bro, please. You can't get no cut. Ain't nobody giving you no cut.
Then I ain't doing it.
No LC, that's your problem.
That ain't my.
That's your issue.
I did. You know what?
What'd you
Ironically,
do?
for the first
What?
time in like, I don't know, 2-3 years, I actually did like an old school webinar.
Oh, sort of like your DJ.
Your boy Jeff is not here, so to hell with all that.
Oh snap!
All right.
Oh, so you got you. So who'd you do a webinar for though? Yeah. So you should use ChatGPT to fill in her content.
Oh, okay. All right,
Yeah.
that's cool.
So would you do a webinar on, Brent?
No, yeah. This
What'd you do?
is
What'd you do a webinar on, Brent?
this is client engagement stuff here, man.
What'd you do a webinar on?
What I normally do,
Crap.
the see, mine is more focused on enterprise level stuff.
What did you do? What was the name of the webinar, Brent?
It was all about how the role of the chief information officer is becoming incredibly important to the customer experiences that companies create.
Yeah. Okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty timely, actually, and I think it's really timely as we go into. I mean, because the information that they're chief of is going
well, I will
seriously.
since you have taken such a positive, though I wasn't expecting that.
Actually, that's a positive. Yeah.
But I wrote an accompanying article for their website that
You wrote an article?
I
Did
wrote-
you use ChatGPT?
no, I went old school. You know what it was? It's like, you know what? I haven't written an article in so long. And they were like, would you mind doing one? Why not? I haven't done one
You
like
didn't
that.
use ChatGPT?
I'm traditional, man.
Oh, and then the article.
If you see
the
words,
article was shit.
if you see words on a page that are associated to my name, I wrote them.
If you see articles on a page that is associated with my name, it's just association. It's just an association. You know what? It's funny. I just wrote like a thing to intro to a group, and I said, John and ChatGPT. That's what I'm going to start signing.
At least you're giving credit.
Why not? I mean, stop acting like yours. Your shit don't stink. Hey, I'll give ChatGPT credit. Why not?
Shay says I go old school first.
Yeah, exactly.
But I thought a lot of people would do it in reverse. Like they would throw.
But you know what? That's when it's garbage.
Okay. So you actually write. How much do you write before you throw it into ChatGPT?
No, you know what? For me, and you know what? I'm going to do a lot more of this over the shoulder stuff. I'm going to show you how I write with it, how I do stuff with it. But I mean, for me, the worst part about writing is the blank page. For me. Okay. So more than anything, I will get the outwork and the framework started, and then I will add the John Lawson touch to it.
All right. So how long is it? Traditionally, how long did it take for you to go from up here to filling in a blank page?
Traditionally, before now?
Yeah.
Bro, you know what? I would have stuff stuck in my head that I never would get out. And that's why I was so good on stage or so good with, slides or whatever, because if I just get the bullet point, I can talk to the bullet point, but I couldn't write to the bullet point. And that was my problem.
All right. How much do you, if you had to break down the kind of expertise involved in writing something really good? So, you have to think about it. You have to kind of put it, at least certain concepts and themes together in your head. And then you take it to the page, and then you start putting stuff down and changing things around. And eventually you come out with something that's like, how much?
I never
what are the, you never?
I never could do it, bro. I never could. Matter of fact, because this is a good conversation. When I wrote my book, all right, the deal was she helped me because I had a ghostwriter, right? And she wasn't a ghost. I put her name on the cover, right? But she helped me take the concept. I see in concepts, right? And then I can explain it very well. And so what I was able to do was to just record my voice talking through a subject matter. She was able to take that and put it into readable, make it readable. I just never
So
could do
you went from your head to an assistant to put it on the
it.
paper.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never been a writer. So what ChatGPT has allowed me to do now is it becomes that writer. So I use it as the writer and I guide it on my concepts.
All right. So this is what Shay says. I am a writer. So I write all of my ideas down and then ask ChatGPT questions to add info. I do not put my content into ChatGPT to feed the machine. But aren't you feeding the machine if you put anything you put into there?
Well, aren't you feed the machine after you write that thing and it gets published?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you whatever
We're
you
all
put,
feeding the machine.
regardless of the sequence that you put stuff into ChatGPT, it's still being put in there.
Yeah.
So
Trust
I
me.
don't know.
Trust me. Let's put it like this: ChatGPT can connect the dots.
Oh, and it will do better and better with that as
With
you
that,
feed
yeah.
it.
Oh, absolutely.
So
Absolutely. I've
you
seen
know,
some stuff today. Bro. And ooh, it's insanity what's going on out here. You know.
I'm just.
Oh my gosh.
Shay's comment is really interesting because she is a writer. So the way that she uses it is coming from the thoughts and the mind of somebody who views themselves as a writer. The way you use it, you don't use it as a writer because you don't really view yourself as a writer.
No, I view it as a writer.
Yeah, you are a
Mhm.
thought creator,
Yeah.
and you use it as a way to formulate your thoughts in a manner that is going to be easier for folks to consume, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where
It's
she,
a written word. Yeah.
where she is a
A
writer,
writer.
so she thinks
She's
the
filling in
ideas
the
up.
gaps.
Yeah, she does it all. But it's really interesting to hear the end result is you both end up putting stuff into
That's
chat.
why I would love for you to try that.
Try what?
I would like to see what you would write with ChatGPT.
I would probably be more like Shay, I think.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because a lot of the term co-pilot is being used a lot for people to use it. And one of the examples, one of the corporate examples is like salespeople that have to write emails to customers and prospects. Microsoft and others have this. Well, Microsoft calls it their co-pilot. So you can literally go into something like an Outlook, and you need to craft an email to your contact, your lead, your prospect, or whatever. But the actual system has all this information. It has all like the contact information, it has all the interactions that have taken place. So and then it will ask you what are you trying to do? What do you want to do? You put a little stuff in, and then it
Write
creates
the whole
this
thing.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like I want a positive comment, or I want to move them along the sales cycle.
yeah.
Or you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could put something that's small in it, and it'll write a whole email based on the content that's been and the discussion that's been given to it in prior. It's
And
crazy.
the context that is associated to that person.
Yeah.
So that is a little different from trying to write like a writer. This is you need to put something in a way that it'll allow your contact to hopefully use it and inch you closer to a closed deal. I mean, that's what that's all about.
Right. But see what's happening on the other end is the contact is reading that, and then they're going to use, what would you call it? The Microsoft what?
Like Copilot.
They're going to use Copilot to say, hey, I'm not ready yet.
See, Shay says, I do let it write full marketing emails and social posts. but not blogs, presence. Yeah, so she's finding her way to strategically use this stuff.
Yeah.
Which I think we're all gonna end up doing what Shay's doing, figuring out how to best use it for our needs and for the use cases like emails to contract leads or contacts. ChatGPT, you take the lead. Writing a full blown whatever, I'll take the lead.
And
You
then
can be my
you'll be the co-pilot.
yeah, that's where it's all going to end up.
Absolutely. That's why we're going to all turn into Borgs, just like on Star Trek.
Well, but Shay won't turn into a Borg because when it comes to writing real thoughts and real creative, not just things to convert, but things that you really want to bring out and expand on beyond trying to convert somebody to buy some. That's where your creative is the lead, and the ChatGPT is the co-pilot.
For now.
I mean, but if you don't want to lose your personality, and I know this could be a very circular discussion because as I share with you that clip with the AI creating the voice of Jay-Z, and it sounds just like the dude, you start to wonder, well, damn, I mean, how close can this
did you see the one I posted today?
No.
Oh, can I share it with you, please?
Sure.
You are going to. This one drove me like to the next level. Let me see if I can find this real quick. All right.
Okay, and then we'll close this one.
Yeah, we're gonna close it out. That's fine. We can close it out. All right. This will be the closeout. All right. This is the swan song. All right. I'm gonna copy this clean link, and I guess
share it.
Yeah, I'm gonna share the link.
Yeah. Well, no, just share your screen and
share my screen. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let me share my screen, and let me find a Brave tab. I can't do that one.
While you're doing that, I'm just reading Shay's comment. I can see in the future, after being known for how I write, asking ChatGPT to remix. Oh, remix.
Yeah, remix.
The mixtape, right?
All right. Am I sharing now?
Yep.
Can you hear it?
It's still loading.
It's still loading, right? Okay, watch.
This is my voice without the Kendrick Lamar AI voice filter.
Can you hear it?
Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna start up.
This is my voice without the Kendrick Lamar AI voice filter, and
this is my voice with the Kendrick Lamar voice filter. Let it run, GC. Let it run. Wish I could go back to the beginning. Are they gonna go and fake a Kendrick?
This is my voice without.
He actually makes an entire song with Kendrick Lamar's voice. Well, not a good verse. It's just, and that's. You know what I'm saying? So just think about this, Brent. What you shared with us, last week? It was about a week ago. With the Jay-Z thing.
I think it was early part of this week, I think.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So 2 weeks later, this is probably 2 weeks later, right? Here we are. This is how fast this stuff is going to move.
Yeah, which is going to cause all sorts of issues.
All kind of crazy issues.
But we better prepare ourselves because it may slow down a little bit, but it won't be stopped. And it's here. The more hands it gets out to, the harder it gets to do anything to slow it down. But everybody gear up. It ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, gird up, man. It's on. It's on.
Like Donkey Kong. Anyway, on that note, that old 45-year-old note. We still doing this? Speaking of old notes.
Deuces.
You around next week?
I'm around next week.
Then we shall be back later. Enjoy your long holiday weekend.
See you guys.
Eat some